Hello and welcome to Simple Chart Analysis. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all of you who have sent me wonderful messages, congratulatory notes, and best wishes during the competition sponsored by TradingView The Leap Christmas edition. Most of you are aware of this competition. For those who don't know about this competition, TradingView conducts these kind of mock trading competitions for everybody who are subscribed to TradingView. And I took part in Christmas edition this time, and my performance was quite impressive. And most of you have noticed that and sent me wonderful messages as well. In those messages, I also found that there were many queries, and the common query was what strategy did I apply and how was my trading approach so that I could generate these kind of profits. So I think I generated around 28-29% profits in 10 to 12 trading days, I guess, and I was in the second position by the end of the competition. So it's not been processed yet, so we'll wait for the results. So I want to explain you about the strategies that I actually use in trading, and even whether it's virtual money or actual money, I use these kind of strategies all the time, and I want to share those strategies, and hoping that it might be helpful for you as well, who are kind of struggling to kickstart yourself to the profitable zone, or who wants to do better in your trading journey. So I'm going to explain. Of course, I cannot explain all the trades I took in one single video. However, I would like to share with you today. It's a silver XAGUSD. So I made some really big profits in silver. So I want to explain what was the thinking behind taking those trades, and you can see what strategies I applied. So let me quickly go through that because I don't want to waste your time as well. Let's get into the the trading approach I took. As you can see, the first one, uh, here you can see 1400 at 59,136. So there was this time difference as well. It was kind of a bit inconvenient for me, but somehow I have to place but limit orders or stop orders basically, so that I don't miss out on the good trades. I will explain that one as well. And as you can see here, the reason behind taking this trade was I was a day late in entering the competition. I guess it started on 8th. I guess I entered on 9th. I'm not so sure. So the first trade in silver, it was here. Okay, the as you can see, this part here, that's where I took the trade. And the reason behind that is, if you see here, the price was struggling to go down. It's price action. You can call it price action, or you can call it any pattern as well, which I'm going to explain that as well. See, three times the base failed. By the way, this is on 1 hour chart, and on daily chart, it was always going up for the past few days. So on 1 hour chart, as you can see, this was the kind of support level that bears couldn't breach actually, and they were really, even though they came really fast at this big bear bar, they couldn't really capitalize on that, and then it went back, and they tried three times, and that didn't work. So that was the clue that I took. And to enter, basically, you can simply draw a trend line. Okay, you can draw a trend line to enter into the trade, something like this, or I think I drew like this, and as I said, I entered a bit late, but still I thought it was a good breakout, and that's the reason I entered here. There was a trend line break, and there is a proper price action, and for those who look for the patterns, this is actually a triangle pattern as well. Okay, so it kind of jumped out of the triangle zone, and then there was a big breakout. So I entered here and I exited somewhere here with more than 6% profits in that. That was a very big trade. And the reasoning is, as I said, it's very simple. I keep my analysis very simple. I don't complicate things. As you can see, it's purely what I see is how I trade actually. So I see that there is a the bears are facing some problems taking the price down, and the price obviously has to move somewhere. It cannot just stay within a very narrow range. And this is what it was about. So I took the trade. It was a very good profit and it was a very good decision. That was a first big trade which gained around more than 6%. And the second trade, as you can see, I took here. um, so you might be wondering what was the reason behind this. Here, I think this trade is purely based on some experience. Actually, it comes to you when you look at the charts quite frequently and you are quite experienced in seeing the charts. Beginners might find it a bit difficult about this entry here. I will try to explain as simply as possible. So after I closed this trade, I was waiting because it was already too high, and because of the time zone as well, it was night here in India, and I normally go to bed at 10 o'clock. So I didn't want to keep this position open. I just closed it and waited for the next day to open. And next day, it's in the evening. I saw here uh, the bulls, actually they were going really well. You have to see here, the bulls went really strong at this point, right? They were really strong. And then if you look at the next leg as well, even this was very strong. But if you look at this leg, it was a bit shallow, right? You see, these are the subtle things that market gives you. And that's the reason I say this particular entry, it comes when you are a bit experienced and you're quite used to the charts. So this was a bit shallow compared to these two. That was a hint. And the price has already moved up quite significantly as well. So with a very little stop loss, I took a trade right at the top. And then there was this sudden fall. Okay. And because of the sudden fall, what happens is most of the times when you see this very big fall, you get very quick profits, and profit booking actually kicks in, and it could kick in any moment. So that's why I closed on the same bar. I think at the lowest part here it says 62 something. So somewhere here, I guess I closed it, and then I waited. See, that one again was a very big move, and I got around 3.5% profit, I guess, in that. And then I waited. Now this entry is quite uh, useful for you guys to understand the market actually. See, these two entries, this one was price based, actually price action based, and this one is more like how you see the market, assess the chart without actually looking for any patterns as such. It's again pure price action. Now if you come here, you are taking the holistic view. As you can see, silver has been going up. There has no uh, fall at all. You see, it's been going up for quite a long time. In this scenario, you shouldn't be actually going uh, counter trend. Okay, although I took a counter trend trade here, I explained you the reason for that. You should always be looking for going with the trend, and you should never miss the opportunity when you get the opportunity to go long, and when it is with the trend. So as soon as this big fall came in, I was waiting, and I knew that it could go up again because it's going to continue this overall big move that silver has been seeing in the market. Okay, so I wanted to buy, and I thought this was a very good price to buy because it has fallen very much and it will go up. And luckily for me, it went up very quickly. And again, I think I made around I'm not sure. I made nearly 4% or something in silver. So these three were very big trades. And the next few were, okay, this is another important one. I should say this. See, sometimes this happens because I live in India and there is this time difference. I go to bed at 10, and sometimes the big moves comes when you are asleep. So this trade here, it was like around 6:30 in the morning in Indian time, and before going to bed, and I don't normally look at the charts before 8 o'clock in the morning, so obviously I wouldn't have caught this one. So I put a buy stop actually. The reason now is again, it's the same thing. If you are a pattern trader, you can see here, like you can again see a triangle being formed here, right? The triangle being formed, and it's a breakout of the triangle. That's why you see this very sharp move to the upside. There are two things. One is the overall trend is up. That's why you should be going long whenever you get the opportunity. And also there is this triangle pattern coming into picture if you're a pattern trader. If you're a pure price action trader, then again, as you can see, it was making higher lows. Okay, even though it's not higher highs, it was making higher lows. And here it was not making it was getting squeezed, you can say, and like a spring. That's what we see here. And by the time I woke up and then came to the computer and saw this big move, I just closed it. The reason, again, this was a very big move, and you can also say sometimes you can look for measured move, like from this point to this point here, around 3,900 points, and then you can say maybe from here to here you can wait. But as I said, this was in a very big move, very quick one. And I normally close my positions if I see this sudden movement, like the one in red here and the one in green here. Because what happens is profit booking do come in, and then the sentiment can immediately change. Like for example, it was coming down so heavily, and all of a sudden it changed and it broke the highs, previous highs. So these things can happen. So when I see this sudden movement and sudden big profits in a very quick time, I just close it and wait for the next big opportunity. So those are the things I wanted to explain, these 3 4 trades, the big ones especially. And after this, because I was quite well into the top 10, I wanted to consolidate my position. See, the objective here was that basically I wanted to get that 1 year premium subscription free of charge. That was the objective. And all the people who are between 1 and 10, 10th position in the competition would get that. So I was not really fighting for to be number 1 or number 2, number 3. I just wanted to be within that 1 to 10. And now I wanted to consolidate my position because I was well in profits, and then quite ahead as well. I think I was in number 1 position by the time I closed this trade. So I wanted to consolidate my position so that I stay within 1 to 10. And later on, I just took very small trades. I didn't take too much risk, even though I saw some good opportunities. But sometimes, it can go against you. And well, I was in a very good pole position. I didn't want to lose that position, and I wanted to just confirm my winning probability. That's all. That's why I just consolidated later on, and these were the 3 4 big trades I took in silver. Obviously, I will come up with other trades as well in gold and Euro USD and US 500 as well. So as you can see on the right side here, these were the scripts that was shortlisted by TradingView for this competition. And I would be explaining all the big moves and big trades, the cocoa cash contract as well. I'm going to explain that in next video. And again, thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you very much for your love and wishes. I really appreciate that. I'm very glad. Thank you very much.